house of random, I wouldn't say useless, but just random stuff. And you're going to Chili's to sit down with the fam, and a goddamn robot pulls up and tries to serve you. You're like, excuse me. I'd like to be a gallon of milk that expires, maybe the 23rd, the 24th, instead of, maybe the 15th, the 16th. You know what I'm saying?
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name would be Evan. You can call me E, Ev, Red, Captain Redbeard, Big Red Bastard, Red Rob Zombie, Saucy Sean White.
Saucy Sean White.
Or Stony Sean White. Either one works. Right here to my right is...
Kayla.
My sister! And you might be noticing, you're like, wait a minute.
Holy shit, where the fuck are you guys?
Where the fuck are you guys? Who is her? Dude, we're in California, dude. We are in the greater Los Angeles area. Sadly, today is my last day. We've been here for a week now. But you know me and procrastination. What is me if
Comes
not
naturally.
doing this very last? But yeah. We're just chilling, posted up at the local park right now. It's beautiful. It's like 60-something degrees outside today.
Balmy weather, I would reckon.
Absolute balmy.
Absolute.
I just found out that the local birds around here are fucking parakeets, dude.
Yep,
little green dudes.
With the orange faces.
Yeah, there's like whole packs of them
They're
flying
loud
around.
as fuck.
They
wake
are
me up
so
in the mornings.
fucking loud, bro.
But they're cool.
They're cool. And
They're
honestly,
swag.
the fact that I'd rather see those than like pigeons or like whatever.
Okay, let's
like,
not shit on pigeons.
Fuck
Pigeons are cool
pigeons.
too. No, because
doves are cool.
we domesticated them and then we're like,
we really did fuck over pigeons.
And now we're like,
street rats.
fuck them.
Rats with wings.
It's fucked.
Nah, Team Dove, bro. They're just pretty pigeons.
Yep.
It's a conspiracy. They're just pretty pigeons.
Yes.
But yeah, we're here in the clear, about to go visit Grandma. Shout out Grandma. She's probably watching this episode. Hi, Grandma. We're about to go visit you soon, so hi. Hi in the virtual, then hi in real life.
Yes.
But yeah, here we are. I've done a lot of stuff on this trip. Seen a lot of stuff.
Walked around a lot.
Oh, I walked around so much. If I had to guesstimate, this whole trip I've walked probably like 10 miles, something like that.
Most likely, yeah.
Because I know one day I walked for at least 3.5, or like right around 3.5.
Round trip or like each way?
It was just to get there. So I walked to a dispo.
So you probably
and then
walked
I
like 12 cumulatively.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because then yesterday I went to, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, I streamed on the beach. Check that out, twitch.tv/EelSauce. We streamed on the beach, and then we walked to the liquor store. That was like a mile away, and like a mile back to walk back home. So that was like another 2 miles.
Damn.
Yeah, we've probably done around like 12 miles of walking, which...
On those vans.
All in these shitter fucking vans. Yeah, note to self, when I come out here next time,
bring walking shoes.
I'm bringing walking shoes. Because I was just thinking about like security in the airport. I'm like, I need something to slip on, slip off.
They can wait. What I do
Easy
is that I
peasy.
lace them off. Like I untie my boots so that I can just pop them off. That's what I do.
That's what I do, yeah.
That's what I reckon.
That's what I reckon. Yeah, I was just thinking like, fuck, I need to get in, get out. Airport's my first time. Coming out here was the first time flying by myself. This whole trip was lots of firsts. I flew by myself for the first time. Now, even more stressfully, I'm leaving LAX flying by myself.
Oh, look at the dog.
Oh my god, there's a cutie little puppy riding on the back of this person's like trailer attached to their bike. So fucking cute. Oh my god. And there he's running in the park. Oh my god. What a cute puppy.
Sweetie with bandana.
He's got a little bandana. I love puppies with bandanas.
Bandana
puppies, that's like my favorite brand of puppy. Just
this is like Dog City.
Yes, this is Dog Central. I've seen a lot of beautiful people, a lot of beautiful puppies. It's been awesome. When we went to this bar earlier before recording this, and there was such a cute long-haired little fucking weenie dog. I'm like, oh, the weenie dog with the long hair. Savina.
That's so beautiful. Oh,
so beautiful, yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we did a lot of firsts today, or not just today, but we did a lot of firsts on this trip, flying by myself for the first time. That was fun. I'm honestly more spooked now going back home, because like leaving, it's really easy, even though it's like an international airport. It's very small, and it's like, security is,
get lost.
You really can't fuck it up. You really can't fuck it up. You just go through security, and then all the gates are like at one side. So it was easy coming out, because whatever.
Money.
I'm just more spookied about going back home, because now I'm going to LAX, which is a huge fucking airport. And
but
yeah.
everything's divided by terminals, and
Is it?
everything is marked clearly. So
Is it? So
I
for
remember
dum-dums
being
like
spooked
me.
my first like couple times flying.
Yeah, she's
but-
flown by herself way before I did. Like, how old are you in your first flight?
I was like freshly 18.
Damn.
Because I didn't have to fly as a minor, because I don't remember, like, because when you fly as a minor,
You have,
I
like,
believe
different
you have to
stuff?
have like an adult with you.
Yeah,
like
like
the
an
airline
attendant
or something
person.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I believe I was like freshly 18, and I flew out to Socal to work in a kitchen for a few months in like a family camp. And that was like my first
Damn.
official like real paycheck job.
Right.
Yeah. So
Wow, I forgot about that when you came out and you worked at the camp for all summer long.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Damn.
Yeah. Done lots of adventures. So
Right.
if I can do it, you can do it.
True. Yeah, I'm 25, and that's the first time I've ever flown by myself. Is at the grand old age of 25. But hey, we did it.
There's
Flying
some people that
itself,
never
not
fly
spooky.
like ever in their lives.
That is
so-
true. That is true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. There are people, our grandpa included, who are like, yeah, fuck flying. I'm not flying. If we need to go somewhere, I'm driving there.
Which is
Even if
very
it takes
limiting,
way
but
longer.
I
Yeah.
can understand. There's no sense of control when you're on a plane.
Oh, it's the ultimate form of like surrendering. Not gonna lie, I did kind of fuck myself by watching shit like Final Destination.
Okay, well, you're
and
fucking dumb
spooky
for that.
shit
That's
like that.
crazy.
Because then I'm looking out the window like, is there a bolt that's gonna and go like flying in the wind?
Only if you're on like a Boeing 737 or some shit.
Right, those big back boys. Yeah, I'm on a petite, cute little puddle jumper, which is what we flew out in. Which, turbulence aside, wasn't that bad. Super easy flight. It's literally like an hour and some odd minutes, like hour 30, hour 45, something like that. I fucked up. I could have sworn my flight was leaving LA at 10:30, getting home at midnight, and then I checked the itinerary. Nope, sorry, Sweaty, you leave at 7:30, get home at 10. So I was like, oh, fuck, that's like an extra 3 hours that we didn't have. I thought like, oh, we can go whatever the fuck. So this whole time I was thinking like, oh, I'm leaving until like way late. And then I texted my mom, and she's like, yeah, no, if you were leaving, that I would have called like an Uber for you. Like I would not pick you up. And I was like,
I would leave your ass behind.
Yeah, I was like, oh, thanks, Mom. Because yeah, I could have sworn, but then I scrolled through the text and I found the initial screenshot that I had sent her when I bought the tickets months ago.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, it was fly out in the morning, fly back early nighttime. So I was like, fuck, where the hell did I think it was 10:30 to 12? But I'm glad I checked and did it now instead of us like at a bar at like 8 p.m. being like, oh yeah, I think we still got some time to go. And then wait, my flight left an hour ago. Wait, what?
You'd be fucked.
I would be fucked.
Well, good thing you're not currently working.
True.
So that you don't have to worry like
the schedule of like having
to
like I need to be at work at 3 p.m. tomorrow,
Right.
So I'm fucked if I don't get home. True. I would just have to take the L of a super expensive plane ticket last minute to get back home, which not trying to do. Not trying to smoke on that pack.
Yep.
Yeah, thankfully checked it. We logged in. We should be good. Hopefully this fucking time that I have to check my luggage, because when I went out the first time, literally the person in front of me as we're loading up on the plane, they're like, is this all you have? They're like, yeah. They're like, well, let me go check the back. And then the lady goes, checks the plane,
There's only so much room on
comes
those
back.
little planes. Are you in like the last boarding group?
Group 9, yeah.
So you'll probably have to do that again. But at least that's kind of the hacks thing about it, is that like I never check in my baggage because they always make you pay.
Exactly, you got to pay per bag.
But if they make you do it because there's no room,
it's for free
of charge.
That is true.
So it's like,
yeah,
as long as my shit gets to where I'm going.
Yeah, and that's what made my heartbeat kind of jump when I came out here. Because yeah, the lady in front of me as we're leaving, like there's no more space. And then they're like, is anyone on board that doesn't have a carry-on or rolly bag? And there was like one girl with like a sports bag. She went on ahead of us. And then the lady in front of me, she went on. Then they looked at me, got my name. And then, yeah, they gave me a tag. And they're like, yeah, it's going to get checked. So I was a little spooked when I initially touched down here, because what was supposed to be me having everything on me and then leaving turned out I have my backpack on me and now I have to go find the luggage. But like you were saying, thankfully, they have like a billion signs. And they literally had the LAX airport is so fucking big that where we touched down at, we had to take a fucking shuttle bus across the way to get to where our baggage was, dude. That was wicked.
And it's like a 10-minute.
Yes, it wasn't a cute little fucking schmirp. All right, get off. It was
like there's like traffic where you have to like stop.
Yeah, we're on the tarmac. Yeah,
wait for planes to cross and then you can go.
It was trippy. We're on the tarmac waiting for a plane to like go and do its thing. I'm talking to a dude from New Zealand with a beautiful Kiwi accent. You're like, oh, what are you doing out here? I'm like, oh, I'm just visiting family. He's like, oh, you got family out here? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, where you from? I was like, oh, I'm from blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I used to live out there. I got family out there. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. What brings you out here?
Circle.
Very full circle. But yeah, it took a fucking like 10-minute shuttle to actually get to where the bags were. Thankfully, shout out the Kiwi homie. I was standing. There was like 2 planes coming at the same time. So the luggage from a different plane, I've quickly realized I was waiting at theirs, thinking it was
ours. Yeah, that's the only, like,
ours.
kind of confusing part is like figuring out which like
Yeah,
bus
which
terminal
one?
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That
So
has tripped me up a little bit.
I was standing there, and there were bags coming down, and then I was looking around. I'm like,
Just ask questions.
I don't remember any of the people here. And then I saw my Kiwi homie. He walked past and went down the one further down, and then they started loading shit. I'm like, okay, if Kiwi's over there, chances are my shit's probably over there too.
Yeah.
Because I would have remembered there's like a high school, like girls, some kind of team, volleyball, soccer, football, whatever the fuck. And I was like, I would have definitely remembered a whole team of people on the plane. That's definitely not my team and not my plane. So yeah, shout out the Kiwi man. He helped me inadvertently. He helped me get my bag. So I'm like, oh, Kiwi's over there. Let me go. And then we waited and got our stuff. But
yeah, there's a bunch of signs and everything. So
yeah.
you'll be fine. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Methinks.
Me hope so. Because
me hope so
awkward.
Too.
Awkward. Yeah, it's been a really great time. My review of California, solid 8.5. My biggest gripes would be the prices and the outward poverty. Like there's
okay.
It's honestly crazy that you could like turn down a neighborhood, like regular
like nice
houses,
mansions.
Yeah, whatever, and then you turn down a neighborhood and then there's entire sidewalks with nothing but tents lined up on the sidewalk. That was very surreal seeing that in person. It's
definitely a pervasive issue,
yes.
Specifically in this area too, because where I live, it's the end of the like Greyhound line. So a lot of the times,
just dumps off.
People from like Central LA will take it for free because they don't have any people like on the metros. Excuse me, not the Greyhound, the metros. There's not like people monitoring the metros, so a lot of the times transient people
just hop on
for free, and they ride it for as long as they can, and this is the end point.
And it dumps them off here. Damn, I didn't know that.
There's a good accumulation of transient people that end up down here. Yeah, and it's fucked too because they'll have different settlements and they'll be there for a few months
and then get kicked
and then they have to be moved around, which is like it's not safe for them, but it's not safe for the people around you. Yeah. Because I remember the first few months that I was working at my job, in which I work in the downtown area.
Yeah.
I definitely dealt with a lot of like homeless folks coming in, asking for food, or sometimes they just want to be mentally coherent, or they'd be on drugs, and at that point, they pose a risk to the safety or the comfort of not only the employees but also the people that are shopping and buying there. Stuff. Yeah. And it's it's definitely a big issue here. But a lot of the people out here that are homeless have been homeless for a long time.
A long time, yeah.
A long time.
And it makes sense because, like, back where we live in southern Arizona, it's fuck you hot for like 9 months out of the year. Like it is
pretty much.
It's there are places that openly like gas stations and stuff like that just give out water and give out supplies and stuff like that because it's deadly. Like if you don't have somewhere to be, you could die of like heat stroke and collapse. So there's a 100%. Whole bunch of like businesses and stuff like that just give out things like water and amenities and stuff like that because it's so lethal to live here. And so the camps and a lot of the homelessness back home is more, I would say, secluded and more
like in the washes.
Yeah, they're like in washes, underneath
like
bridges.
Yeah, if there's no homeless people, they're asking for money because there's a lot of new homeless people.
Yes, I would say the panhandling at home is a lot more. Like I've noticed, especially like going to work, you'll go to an intersection and there's one person on each thing of the intersection, like with the sign, whatever, right?
It's gotten
that I haven't seen that down here.
Within the past 5 years.
Yeah, within the past like 5 years, it's gotten a lot worse with that. I haven't seen that out here, but what I have seen, like she said, is that like just more permanent residency where people, because it's like 60 something degrees right now, dude. The low of like 40, so people can just post up anywhere.
Weather-wise, it's comfortable.
Yeah, weather-wise, it's comfortable. So you can just get a tent, post up anywhere, and depending on most places where you're at, you probably won't be bothered with. Yeah. And it was very surreal. My first night, or maybe our second night coming down, whenever we went to downtown LA, I think that was my second night. Yeah, our second night being here. It was really surreal being in the heart of like metropolis and city, the belly of the beast, and then looking on the right side of the, like literally in front of like a boarded up like JP Morgan bank building or some shit like that. And it was just a person's tent, like covering, you know, a blanket covering their tent or whatever.
A lot of the times
But
people
right
don't
there,
even
it's
have
at the
tents
intersection.
either. A lot of the times people just have a backpack and a blanket.
Yeah.
And that's like literally all that they have.
Yeah. Or they'll have a cart full of stuff and like everything piled on top of the cart, moving around. But yeah, I would say the prices and just the juxtaposition, like a perfect example of what like gave me the reality check of Cali is when we were in downtown LA and then we were walking to a dispo. Spoiler alert, we're going to say it now in the podcast. We clickbaited y'all the Weed Tube video that I make. First time going to California dispensary. Technically, it's the second time I've been to California dispensary. I know. But technically, the first one we went to is downtown LA. And like the perfect, I guess, summary of that was you had like probably $100,000 brand new like BMW Mercedes with these bright ass headlights parked diagonally on the sidewalk or like pointed towards the sidewalk. And then across the sidewalk was somebody face down with like a blanket on them, like just twitching and shit. So that felt like the like
I had
that
never
in a
seen
nutshell of
such
just
a
extreme
wild
poverty and extreme wealth.
Yeah.
Just right there, right across the same sidewalk, you know?
Oh yeah. I've never, I mean, obviously you see it in a lot of places that you go, but I had never seen it so drastically until I moved out to Socal, where it's like you take one wrong turn.
Yeah.
And it's just like a bad area, but then you take a left and then it's a really
$1 million
nice
houses,
multi-million-dollar homes. And or sometimes it's in the same area, like in front of these multi-million-dollar homes, literally across the street,
is
50 feet away is poverty.
Yeah.
And it's really jarring to see.
It is.
Honestly.
That's a great word. Yeah, it's jarring.
It's really jarring. And I feel like I've gotten kind of used to it, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's definitely like one of the first things that like really shocked me when I first moved out here, for sure.
Yeah, that's what stuck with. Yeah, because like I said, we have homeless people, and I've dealt with plenty of homeless people working at the grocery store for the past couple years. So it's not like I'm like, whoa, what's that? Poverty, homelessness? But just the stark contrast between like $1 million houses and then people sleeping in Coleman's right across the street from each other is very surreal and very, like she said, very jarring to see that. And because I've watched documentaries and stuff in more highlighted places like, you know, Skid Row or something like that, where it's like more established. But there's like mini Skid Rows everywhere of just line. Like you can't walk on the sidewalk because the sidewalk is just tents. Or another fascinating one was seeing a lot of fences, not the actual like physical barrier, but people go in, steal shit from a store. They then sell it to somebody for really, really low. Then that person sells it literally on the street. So there's a couple fence operations that we saw where it was like a tarp laid out and it was like body wash, deodorants, cleaning supplies, shoes, shirts, whatever the fuck. So you could get a fucking 80 count jar of Tide Pods for like $10 or some shit like that because some tweaker stole it from Target, sold it to the fence for $5, and now the fence is selling it for 10. I watched a lot of videos and I learned a lot about that culture before coming out here. Because I just thought that was fascinating. Because, you know, everyone hears in the news like, oh, California and crime and all that kind of shit. But to actually like
there's bound to be more crime in a highly
of course
densely populated area.
But it's also mixed in with the laws as well. Like they made a thing where I think it's under $1,000 is like a misdemeanor or whatever. So people are able to do rampant petty theft because up to a certain point they don't even necessarily get prosecuted for it. It's like a slap on the wrist. So that kind of aids in people being so outwardly about it. But hell, even back home in Southern Arizona, motherfuckers loot all the time and don't give a shit. So I don't think it is just, oh, California's a bunch of libs and they're soft on crime, blah, 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 blah. The shit happens everywhere, but it's just a lot more pronounced here in certain areas. And like when we went to Huntington Beach, that was spooky. I saw one homeless person the entire time we were in Huntington, and we were there for like a good few hours. Yeah, like majority of the day we were out there. And though I saw one homeless dude, and by metrics of being unhoused, he looked relatively well off. Like he wasn't. I've seen far more people in worse conditions living outside than that dude. And he was the one and only homeless person that I saw in the entirety of where we were. So that was fucking wicked. Of like, damn, dude. Like,
well, at least where I live, there's more of a balance between like upper and middle and lower class. But like Huntington is just exclusively
it's straight fucking
upper class.
Super wealthy. Yeah. The only Tesla Cybertrucks that I saw this entire trip was out there in Huntington.
Congregating
I saw
over
4 of them. The only time I saw 4 of them in like the amount of hours that we were out there, Still haven't seen any around here or since then. But yeah, that was surreal too. Just a lot of Tesla in general, a
This
lot
is
of
Tesla
Teslas. I'd say
country.
1 in 4 cars is probably a Tesla, which
Mm.
that was kind of mind-boggling. Maybe push it to like 1 in 5.
In
But
LA, yeah, 1 in
yeah,
4.
there's a lot of fucking Teslas out here.
Yeah.
And those fuckers will creep up on you. Those things are quiet as hell.
Yeah,
Sometimes
they
you only hear the creaking of like, you know, if they're rolling over something on the road, then you're like, oh shit, there's a whole ass car right there.
Yep.
But no, it's been a great trip. I've had a lot of fun. I went in one day, it was in the vlog that will come out, but in one day I went to a weed dispensary, bought weed, then left the dispensary, opened the door, leave the dispensary, boom, I'm in a smoke shop that sold fucking mushroom gummies and mushroom candy and shit like that.
Pretty fucking cool.
That was honestly a highlight of the trip, the fact that I could buy weed, buy shrooms, and buy like alcohol, all just
I just got fucked up.
like it's kind of like on some Vegas shit, bro. Like I can just go get inebriated, and that's another thing. Helicopters are hella close, but that was another thing that was really surprising, and she pointed out too, is that like I feel bad for people that have issues with alcohol, or like alcoholics or
This was
alcoholic
not the area for
tendencies.
you.
I could
It's
literally
not.
spit and hit the front door of like a liquor store. It's bad. There's literally one right down the block that way. I know there's another one right down
the block,
that way.
even closer than the liquor store.
Exact. So if there's not a liquor store near you, there's a bar near you. And we went to one bar. My favorite combination. They poured heavy drinks and they were very affordable. So that was
And everyone's nice.
Nice.
That's like the local watering hole.
Yeah,
I would say.
that was cool. But yeah, I feel bad for people struggling with substance issues because the temptation's everywhere out here. And like if you have an issue with cannabis, my 2 reviews of LA, it smells like piss and it smells like weed. So I
Yeah.
feel bad for people with like substance use issues because this is not the place necessarily for you, because there's a lot of temptation, people just smoking weed everywhere. There's, like I said, there's liquor stores or bars everywhere. Like I thought back in home in Arizona we're kind of wacky, wet, and wild with it. No, we don't hold it. We don't hold a candle.
No.
We don't hold a candle. I go get liquor from like a gas station or Walmart. I don't even know where the nearest like liquor store is.
Right.
Definitely not within walking distance of my house. But here, there's one literally 2 blocks down from the house. There's a bar that way. There's one half a mile away. Like if you want to get a drink around here, you can find a drink around here.
1,000,000%.
So I feel bad for people that have that as an issue, because this is not a friendly place for them. Because temptation will definitely get you around here. But no, it's been beautiful. I've enjoyed my stay, minus a couple days of kind of being meh. But she was working those days, so I kind of
Yeah,
didn't
I
really feel like.
unfortunately had to work more than I thought I was going to, which
Yeah.
kind of sucks. I mean, if I had more money, then I'd
Yeah,
be
you've
like,
been like, I'm not coming in. Fuck it.
but I just started this job and I don't have like paid days off yet, so
Right.
it's like I kind
You
of
still-
have to,
Yeah, doing
especially
that.
to be able to afford, us going out. Like that's like the double-edged sword of living in this area, is that there's so many things to do, but it's at a literal price.
Yeah, literal price.
There's not many things that are free. I mean, the
Mm.
outdoors and the beach
Yeah,
is
obviously
free,
being
which is awesome. And
therapeutic.
Yeah, and there's like cheap things like playing pool. It's on like 50
True,
cents
like
to
dollar
$1.
bars. Yeah, 50 cents.
But like
yeah.
when it comes to like, I mean, I would consider myself a foodie. I like going out to like different eating establishments and trying a little bit of everything. So like,
Right.
that shit definitely
That'll
adds up.
dent
That's
your
not-
wallet,
that's-
yeah.
That's like, I remember one of the first or second times I visited back to Tucson, and all I did was get Denny's for me, Ev, and our mom, and the whole bill for 3 of us, and we all got like drinks and entrees. It was only like $50.
Yeah, if
But
that.
like for here, we just got pizza and beer right now, and that was $50.
$40. Yeah.
That was $50.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to lose the plot and lose money
1,000%
over here. But it's like,
1,000%.
at the same time, I mean, what the fuck else would I be doing? I lived out here to have fun and experience new things and to enjoy my youth, and I feel like this is the perfect place.
Oh fuck
to
yeah!
do
This is
that.
a great place to be a 20-something-year-old person. Easily.
1,000,000%, because you meet so
Easily.
many kinds of like different people. Like
Mhm.
a small example is that there's a reward phone number program that I have at work, and the amount of like different fucking zip codes that I hear every day
Right.
Like, no one is from like the zip, like very
The zip code
rarely
here, yeah.
are people like from the zip code of this city, but it's like that's just like a small like example of like just how diverse it is.
Yeah.
Like this city is one of the most diverse cities in the country, and it's really fucking cool that way. Like
Yeah.
that's how you can get a little spice of life. And there's all these different kind of like culture fests, all these different places to eat, all these different kinds of bars. Like
Right.
it's just, I don't know. It feels like the place to be, and I'm glad that I'm here, and I'm glad that you're also here with me.
Me too. This has been
Feels
really
very
fun.
full circle. Feels like it always feels so strange having people back home visit me out here, because it's like, this is my life now.
Right. Your old life coming into your new life,
Right,
kind of
but
thing.
it still feels like I have a foot in the door of my old life.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah.
Yeah, people ask about you all the time, especially at work and stuff like that. They ask about you all the time and how you're doing. Even on stream, shout out people watching stream. They're asking, like Nate was asking last night how you're doing. I'm like, she's doing good, and she's gonna kill it with some floral shit soon to be floral job. So
fucking hope so. That's the goal.
yeah,
Like for a while, all I wanted to do with my life was to help people. And then I was like, well, there's different avenues of helping people.
most definitely, yeah.
I would rather impact people on a smaller personal scale and be creative, because that is what is most fulfilling to me personally. So that's just what I'm trying to chase right now.
Fuck
I'd
yeah.
say.
Yeah, I like the way you pointed out. You're talking about how you want to get paid for your creativity.
Yes.
And you want to be able to monetize you being creative, basically.
That's definitely the goal. Just being creative, doing my own thing, and making money for it.
Right. And you're in the right avenue to do it. Because like I was telling people on stream, it's like it's kind of like a freelance photographer kind of thing, where you can like do weddings, or you can do events, or work for companies, like do all kind of like specialty kind of stuff. I mean, I'll have to work my way up
to that level.
Of course, but getting your foot in the door, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's for sure the goal.
And like not working at like a grocery store making pre-made floral things, like pre-made kind of things, but rather like custom specific stuff that people seek out for you, and like, hey, I want this, and then
that would be nice.
Give you a budget, and then you make whatever, Which I think I could definitely see that working for you.
I think so too. Just a matter of time. Like there's just so many opportunities here. It's just
true.
There's a lot of other people seeking out those same opportunities. So it's a matter of either knowing people or like really standing out, or just being annoying as fuck.
Yeah,
and then just just having people cave in.
Like, hey, what's going on? Hey, I want to do something. Hey, remember me? I'm still here. Hey.
It's worked for me in the past.
Yeah,
multiple times.
Yeah. So, being the right amount of annoying most definitely works. Like,
it shows persistence. It shows dedication. It shows
and that you want that. And it's more
than
just
you're still willing to work towards it, even though you have been priorly like discouraged from doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
That you still have the motivation to want to pursue that.
Yeah.
And I feel like as an employer,
that's what I want to look for.
That's an attractive feature for a candidate.
If I have a business, I would want people that don't just want to look at it as like a check, but people that want to be doing whatever it is they're doing.
Right.
Because there's most definitely jobs like that where it's like, that's just a paycheck. It's just an ends to mean. Fuck, I just worked for the past more than 2 years working at an ends to mean paycheck kind of job, And that was not very good outside of just the financial support. But it was just, very draining and not fun. And it's made me realize more things I'd want to do instead,
1,000,000%.
But no, I think most definitely being an employer or somebody that's looking for people, I would want people that want to be there and want to do stuff versus like, honestly, I don't give a fuck. I just want a paycheck.
In your working environment,
1,000,000%.
People are like, passionate, like
this
job
when
that
people
I have
give a
now,
shit.
All the bakers that we have, they have their own independent side hustles for baking, or they're going to culinary school for baking.
That's cute.
So all of our bakers are really passionate.
They actually care about fucking baking.
They care about the quality.
Right.
They care about everything getting done right, and it is like a breath of fresh air.
Right. Versus somebody who's like, oh, I'm just clocking in. I don't care. Whatever, trying to clock out.
Which is just so stressful, because then you have to problem solve and work around other people not caring. It's like, well, at the same time, I don't get paid enough to care, but someone's got to do it.
Exactly.
And I'm the kind of person that would just bite the bullet and step in and do it.
Exactly.
Because I don't like
shit not getting done.
Yeah, it stresses me out.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's understandable. And just having to pick up the slack from somebody else, and now you're doing 1.5 jobs or 2 jobs.
It's nice not having to do that at all.
Right.
Like it's genuinely so nice.
Yeah.
But I think that also comes with working for such a small business.
True.
Is that it's a small team.
True.
There's not even
More
like 10 of
intimate.
us.
Yeah.
So it's like it's very easy to hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
And everyone else who's working there has already worked there for years, so they know their shit.
Right.
So it's like me just proving myself, which I have.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good fit.
Yeah, I think it's cute. I like where you work. It's
Me
very
too.
cute.
Yeah.
It's very you. If not you doing creative stuff, that kind of like regular, I guess, wage job would be the term for it. That's a cute like wage job for you, I feel like.
It's good for now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's good for now. Yeah.
It's great for now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we've just been living life.
Like Larry.
Yeah, like Larry. Went down
Like
to
Larry.
the beach, went down to a pier, touched the water, smoked on the beach. Been fun.
Stepping on the beach.
I was stepping on the beach, Arita D, you know what I'm saying?
Arita D.
Yeah, we just got back from a bar. Shout out the Fourth Horseman. Really cool fucking bar. And we're playing
It's like
some
a
pool.
pizza.
It's like a pizza.
It's not a full service bar. They
place.
just have beer.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, exactly. It's not like bottles lined up on the wall, but they had all different kinds of brews. The pizza's really good. We're playing pool, and we played that arcade game, House of the Dead. She wasn't too bad. She just got to lower her standards. Her standards for performance are too high. Me, if I hit the ball that I'm supposed to, I'm feeling good. If I'm stripes and I hit that motherfucking stripe ball,
all the people that I know are like low-key pool sharks.
High-key pool sharks. Are you kidding me? Your roomies are fucking pool sharks.
They're really good at it.
Yeah, they're calling pockets and shit like that.
I've gotten a little bit better, but even so, it's just
yeah. I play to have fun. I play to goof
around. I
don't
don't really like playing with people who are super competitive, because then I don't know, it's just not as fun for me personally. Because like I don't really care about necessarily winning, because I know that I'm not going to. Like that's not really the goal for me. I'm
trying to have fun.
I'm just trying to shoot some balls. There's some holes. Balls and holes. You know, you can't go wrong. It's a good recipe for a lot of different things in life, you know?
Oh, and then when we were watching the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, mid as fuck, I got to experience my first little bar tiff. That was
fun, but also annoying.
Yeah. Buddy was I guess
twat,
there's
a royal twat.
I guess there's something about like dibbing in the pool community, and like if you put a coin on a table, that's like you calling dibs on the next game or whatever. And I guess Buddy felt
He put a quarter on both fucking tables.
Yeah, there was two tables, both of which were being played
at the same time. So it's like
at the same time, he put a coin on each one, and then was kind of chilling, whatever.
Brought in his own pool
brought
cue.
in his own
himself.
shit. He's not much of a drinker. He said I don't really drink like that.
I think he was just making excuses because he fucking sucked.
Yeah,
I think he was just talking out of his ass.
It was hella awkward, and then the other table was just a dude that literally looked like a politician. Like insert
like
generic
a congressman.
Yes, insert generic 40-something, 50-something congressman. That's what this motherfucker looked like playing pool with his wife. And then this dude just gets pissy the poo. And he's like, he got his ass. And that's the other thing. He got his ass beat, bro. He was playing
multiple rounds.
He was playing against some of the roommates and also some of the like coworkers of the roommates. Right? Everybody there was pool sharks, and I would have assumed the asshole that walks up with his own cue would also be a pool shark.
No.
Buddy was TTV cheeks, so he got clapped on at least I think like 3 different games, playing different people. It was like teams, solos. Right? Every time
he was just
losing.
Fucking
lost.
And he was talking a lot of shit.
He was talking mad shit.
Just trying to talk shit about like personal appearance, and it's like, okay, so you're a loser.
Yeah,
okay,
you're kind of being weird.
Are trying to throw someone off their game.
Yeah, and he was making like weird racial comments, like when there was a couple.
I don't know why you didn't shut that shit down, because if I would have fucking heard that, no.
Well, see, I'm not a fighting kind of person.
You don't have to be a fighting kind of person.
Well, if a dude's like, oh, who's that Mexican girl with the backpack? Who's the dude, the backpack? He's like, oh, yeah, Dora, ha, 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 like referencing like one of the fighters that was like Mexican or whatever. You just don't give them a
reaction. That's not
fighting.
Well,
I didn't chuckle or anything. I was just like, oh, okay, dude. And then he had a dirty coin that he kept insisting smelled like sewage, but it just smelled like copper, like pennies.
He was like, actually, there's not even any copper in there.
Yeah. He's like, actually, there's no copper.
Actually, the most
and I was like,
okay, yeah. I've ever fucking met in my life. Okay.
Sure, dude. But then he made a reference about how that coin was like black people or something like that. And I was just like, all right, dude, you're.
Do you know where you are right now?
Yeah, you're being
Can you take a look in the fucking bar? You are like one of the three.
One of
white
like the only
men
white
in the
dudes
bar.
there. Yeah, everybody else is like either a woman or a person of color or both, and it was just
What are you
Buddy's
doing?
making very just not even like you can be edgy and be funny, but Buddy was just being racist and annoying, and he got his ass kicked by Pool. I don't even think politician was saying anything.
No, he wasn't saying a literal word
I don't
at
think
all.
politician was saying anything.
He was talking to his wife.
Yeah,
who
dude
he was
talking to his wife, and then he's like, "What'd you say?" What'd you say? And then walked up to him, he's like, "I will smack the fuck out of you right now, bro." And like, dude's like 5'10", politician's like 6 foot, so there's like a little bit of him looking up at the dude.
Uppies.
But he's like, "I will smack you in your fucking face right now." And then his wife was like getting in the way between them, and it was just really fucking awkward. Then Buddy like kind of storms off again. Buddy literally says something in the effects of like, "Ah, oh, geez, that guy," to his wife, and then he's like, "What the fuck did you say?" And like comes back.
The bar.
Oh, it was so cringe and embarrassing. And the dude was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Fuck this place. Fuck these people. Fuck you." And then he walks because we're in like a separated part of the bar where like Pool was, and then there's the actual bar where there's a decent group of other people. And so he didn't leave. He goes and fucks off.
Tattle to the bartender.
Oh my god,
like
that was the most baby back bitch thing ever. As if the
bartender gets paid to deal with that shit. Like, oh, I put a quarter down and he took my table.
Dude.
Okay, what do you fucking do? It's a quarter. You fucking pussy.
You're a grown ass man.
It's a quarter. It's a game of pool. What the fuck does it matter to you?
You are a grown ass man. I forgot, bro. Yeah, he went and was tattling to management.
And obviously they didn't do anything.
And they didn't give a fuck because they're grown men running an Irish bar. I'm sorry, but if you think there's any kind of excuse me, I'm this at a fucking Irish pub, where by the way the bartenders were definitely also kind of getting a little saucy. Like they didn't give a fuck. No. They don't care as long as you're not fighting in their bar. They didn't give a fuck.
No.
And so I didn't see it, but apparently dude came back, apologized. I guess that was also hella awkward. Him trying to apologize.
He already embarrassed himself, and no one wanted to play with him or talk to him.
No, and he was there by himself.
People just wanted him to go. Me included. I was getting annoyed.
Yeah.
And even before all this shit popped off, I went over to Eva. I was like, I don't fucking like this guy.
She sniped him.
I do not like this guy.
As soon as he came in with his like military haircut, whatever.
And I was like, I just don't
give people the benefit of the doubt, but she sniped him. She fucking knew.
No.
And so after that bullshit went off, she just looked at me and she's like,
I fucking told you.
I told you so.
I told you.
I was like, damn, bro, you're right.
Because you can tell little shit starters, or like at least I can.
He had big manlet energy, which was weird because he was like an average build guy. Like he wasn't short, but he had the temper and attitude of somebody who's like 5'5" that wants to fight everyone because he thinks everyone's making fun of him for his height. But yeah, it was just so that kind of got my heart little racing a little.
It was entertaining, but also like equally annoying.
Yes. It was my first kind of bar tizzy, the first time I've seen, because pandemic hit when I was her age, so I didn't go out to bars or any of that shit till I was like probably 23 or 24.
Don't go out to bars.
Yeah, and I still don't really go out to bars, so that was kind of like my first bar experience, like being in an Irish pub, watching a big fight, people playing pool, people getting drunk, and then motherfuckers trying to fight over like the most stupidest
mundane shit.
Yeah,
well, that's the embarrassing part about bar fights is that it's
over fucking nothing.
Things like that are like, oh, you knocked into me a little bit, and I like spilled my drink a little bit.
Ugh.
It was an accident. Hey, so I didn't mean to.
Yeah,
do
my
that.
bad. I'll get you another beer, my guy. Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah, some people just have short tempers, and some people just shouldn't drink.
They really shouldn't. If that dude doesn't normally drink, he should stay away from drinking.
Some people just shouldn't bring in their own pool cues in public by themselves.
Yeah, that was just so
Because
awkward.
if you're not a fucking shark,
you shouldn't have your own cue.
You shouldn't do that.
The only other person that I know that has their own cue, shout out Shane, that motherfucker's a pool shark.
He's really good.
He's
like
really
one
good.
Of the best pool players I've ever seen.
Yeah,
honestly.
He's really good, and he got his pool cue before I even existed. Like I think his pool cue is older than I am. I think he got his pool cue in like the mid to late 90s. I didn't spawn in until 99. So I played with a pool cue that's even older than I am. People like him for sure. You guys the reason why they have like clubs and tournaments and all that bullshit. I was better than homie that pulled up with his own fucking pool cue. And I dick around heavy on that shit. But yeah, buddy came in, little backpack, screwing it on, setting it up. I'm like, oh, watch out. We got a shark over here. Nah, he was a minnow. He was a guppy. He was a little goldfish. Yep. And he was just a bad sport, honestly. He was just a bad sport. He got his ass kicked. And then he thought people were talking shit, and that was the other part too, is that he had
even talking
he had
about
no
him.
interaction with that side of the table, that side of the room. Like, he was on our side of the room with like half a dozen people.
Also, even when the table was empty with his quarter on it,
he still didn't go over there.
He was talking. He wasn't even
the whole
playing
time.
pool.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't understand why
he was
he
so
felt the claim
in a
to
knot
both
about
tables
that.
at the same time, even though he wasn't playing pool on either.
On either of them. And then when he was playing, he was getting his dick kicked in. So it's like, dude, just go home.
Just take your loss.
Yeah, you're being embarrassing, bro. Like, ugh. It was just, that was cringe. But it was also like, oh, shit, oh. And then at one point, I don't know why Politician did that. I think Politician was kind of egging him on, but Politician went to him
he did.
further in the bar, and I could hear the dudes like, get the fuck away from me. Fuck off. Get the fuck away from me. Which I will agree in that case. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Sure, you had a little tizzy, a little tiff, but you then did kind of be the antagonist and went up to him while he was in the other part of the bar, and then whatever the fuck, and then you came back with your wife. That part, that was bad on a Politician. But otherwise, Buddy was trying to beef for no fucking reason. I think he genuinely just got mad that he got his ass kicked.
Oh, a million
percent.
percent.
And he just couldn't handle that. And then he thought somebody was talking shit and was like, I'll smack the fuck out of you. Let's go outside.
To distract from the fact that he sucks at pool.
Yeah.
It's like, at least I know my
I'm not
limits.
good, but
I
I'm
know
not
I'm
gonna fight a
good. I
motherfucker.
say that and I try my best and I have fun.
Yeah, you could
all it
literally
should
have
be.
somebody stand there and be like, you're one of the shittiest pool players I've ever seen. I would laugh and be like, yeah, you're right. I would not be like, fuck you, meet me outside, pussy. Like, ugh, it was, yeah, that was cringe, seeing grown-ass men. And this dude is easily, like, in his 30s. Yeah. Like, Beef dude was in his 30s, Politician was, like, 40s, 50s. So it's like, you guys are not going to do anything. You're not going to fight. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. It ain't Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
People are watching a different fight. Like, no one gives a fuck about you.
Exactly. So, yeah, that was fun. Got to experience my first little bar beef. So that was very interesting. But yeah, a lot of firsts. I rode the bus for the first time by myself, public transport. That was fun. Honestly, wasn't that bad, and it was kind of cute. It was kind of cute because, like, you could tell that there were, like, I never thought about it before, but regulars in public transportation.
Lots of people in this area don't drive.
Yeah, they were just taking the bus. Yeah, so like half the people
so many different modes of public transportation.
Dude, so many. If it's not like a Lime or like an electric bike or whatever, they have free Uber, which is called, I think, Circuit or something like that. They have a free Uber, which works the same way. You just
there's
in
the metro,
a certain area. There's the metro. There's the public bus. But it was really cute and wholesome. Like 3 of the people that got off before me knew the bus driver by name, and then they were like. One of the last ladies was a sweet old black lady that was coming home from work. And she's like, well, if I don't see you again, happy holidays. And it's like, oh, I never thought about that. Being like the bus driver, then you have your regulars, and you're like, you too, Mary, have a good one, happy holidays. Like, that was wholesome. That was cute. That's why I didn't really expect that, because I've never driven or been on public transportation like that before. So that was like wholesome and cute, like the regulars of public transportation. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Or
there's
see
a
you
lot
next
of community
week.
out here.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
say,
the community is really strong, and the people are really nice. Yeah, people are very chill, laid back. Parking egregious. Y'all motherfuckers need your license revoked because you guys do not know how to park.
Like, not even just like street parking, but like normal like parking spot.
Just parking. People
like,
are hella over the line.
Mid-sized cars that are double parked.
Oh,
for no reason.
For no reason. Like, calm down. It's a 2013 Camry, okay? You don't need to fucking double park in a parking garage for a goddamn 2013 Camry. Calm down, Linda. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, parking for sure is like one of the biggest things that not only stresses me out, but like angers me.
Yes.
Genuinely.
Like
there's nothing that kills my vibe more
than
pulling up to a spot. There's no parking, and then having to drive around for like different blocks, getting a little lost, and then trying to figure out, okay, here's the parking. How fucking far away am I from the venue?
Thing. Well, we did that when we went to that bar recently. We parked, 3 blocks away?
I seriously contemplated getting an Uber because I was getting really pissed off.
She was getting really annoyed because there was no parking on the streets. There was no parking
in the lot.
Like,
because
everywhere was full. Because I didn't want to double
park someone because I drive a big old truck.
Yeah.
Which is another kind of annoying part about like street parking is that I have to account for like a big
vehicle.
Truck.
Yeah.
Which is not really practical.
No.
All times.
Not for like these more petite, like urban areas where it's like very small parking or very small spots. But yeah, I'd say like the poverty and the parking are like the 2 worst aspects of SoCal. Poverty, parking, and prices, the 3 P's of California. The PPPs, not the best.
I would agree with that.
But I would say it gets made up with the culture, the climate, the overall attitude. like I said it before, like when I was vlogging and like when I was streaming, like I can't be mad somewhere like here. I can't wake up and like be sad or be, well, like sure you can be in a mood, but overall I feel like just the week I've been here, I've been just not overly happy, but just
Your
happy.
mood is elevated.
Yeah, I'm just like, how can I be mad? The beach is right fucking there, dude. Like
Yeah.
I can go put my feet in the sand and go enjoy the beautiful Pacific coast right there. I can be in a beautiful green luscious park with parakeets flying
Or
over.
if you want to be in San Diego, drive
we can
2
rip
hours
a couple
south.
hours,
if you want
go
to
to
be in
San
LA,
Diego. Yeah, exactly.
You can be in LA. If you want to be in fucking Santa Monica, like
you can do that. If you want to be pretty much anywhere that's popping,
give
it would
yourself
take
like 2 hours.
2 hours
max.
in any direction.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And I wouldn't be able to be mad with something like that. Like I said, public transport, really robust here. Really nice setup.
Very reliable too.
Very reliable. Yeah, I was able to catch basically a free Uber, and then I caught a bus, and I visited her at work downtown.
And we still didn't even do all the things that I wanted to do. Like I still didn't take you to a comedy club.
Oh, that's right.
I still didn't take you down to the marina.
True.
I still didn't take you to Indian food.
True.
So there's just
still
many
some more
things
stuff
to
to
do.
do. Yeah, exactly.
I
Like we've
take you
done
to
a
the
lot of shit, but we
aquarium.
still haven't
take you
done
to the
shit.
art museum.
Yeah.
Like there's still like a lot of things.
But we did a lot too in this week. We did a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I had a great time. I binged the fuck out of a lot of documentaries and TV shows.
As did I.
Natty, I think I'm in late season 2, maybe start of season 3 of Cleveland show, Natty. And there's like 20 something episodes a season. So you just do the math there. Family Guy, we did have that running in the background while we slept this week.
So that one kind of doesn't count.
That one doesn't count. We're on like season 6 or 7 of Family Guy. But yeah, I've been burning a lot of Family Guy and a lot of Cleveland show on this trip. A lot of documentaries. Go watch Breath of Fire on HBO. Go watch Wild Wild Country on Netflix. Those are great documentaries.
Yep.
Both about Indian gurus and modern day just religion and older, because Wild Wild Country is like in the 80s and shit.
Yeah,
but
70s
like
and 80s.
The Breath of Fire is about like Kundalini and it was like more modern millennial Instagram era. Yeah, go check those documentaries out if you have access to them. Great documentaries. But yeah, we've had a great time. We're about to go visit Grandma, say what's up to Gran, and then I'm taking a flight out of here, going back home. But if anything, it's just gonna make me, especially now that I don't have a job, it'll make me more hungry and more motivated to be doing stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And like wanting to make money and be able to do stuff. And like I talked about before, but I officially got my guard card now. So if I don't get this job hooked up with the homie Nate doing security for like $17 an hour, then I'm most definitely just going to start applying on Indeed and other things. And
you should start applying anyway.
I will. Yeah, I will.
You need to look anyway.
You're right, I will.
Because what if there's a better opportunity that you don't even know and you're holding off for something?
For that would, yeah. But point is, all I know is that whatever job we do have soon in the future, it'll be security. We'll be making more than we were making before.
Less bullshit, hopefully.
Yeah, less bullshit, higher pay. And I'm just going to save up a whole bunch and try and come out here again. Maybe do like around the birthday or something like that. Maybe around like the summertime or something.
That'd be
I don't know.
It would be cool if you came back and we got like actual sibling tattoos.
That would be fire, bro. I would love to. Let's do that. That'll be one of our things. Comedy club, Indian food, sibling tattoos. Because I know there's going to be some banging artists down here. Like a billion percent there's going to be some banging artists down here. And I'm an impulsive ass mug to be like, oh, I want to do a walk-in, get a cute little cherry tattoo? Fuck yeah, let's do it. So I would.
My thing.
True. But I would, yeah. We'll get a tattoo, Indian food, comedy club.
We'll do all the things.
We'll do all the things. We'll do even more things that we can't even think about right now, and we'll do those. But yeah, I'm trying to visit multiple times a year. That's my goal, is try and visit multiple times a year. So I'm trying to get a job established now, so then that way I have time to save up to take off. Like, all right, Bill, I'm going to go to Cali for a week in April, or I'm going to go to Cali for a week in whatever time, you know, or maybe get crazy, do a couple weeks or something like that.
Damn.
I know. Well, I don't know, dude. The world's my oyster at this point, you know? I have the freedom of not necessarily having a set schedule, and I still have a decent amount of money saved up for my standards. You know, we did spend, we did splurge, but I saved up.
It comes with the territory.
I saved up like $1,500 before I came out here, and I'll probably have like about a band when I come back home. So I'm still set for the next couple months, as long as I have like my main fees taken care of that I got to pay for. You know, keep the lights on. We'll be good in that aspect, but I'm not trying to coast off of that for too long. I'm trying to get a job relatively soon so that I can work for a few months, save time off, take time off, come out here again, work, save time, come off. Yeah, I'm thinking like 2-3 times a year, probably come out and visit, if more, if possible. Who knows?
That'd
The
be
content
nice.
creation might pop the fuck off. We might be able to be supported by being creative and making content that I can
That's the
come
dream.
out here whenever, you know what I'm saying? That is the dream, that is the pivot. But for now, we're still just backing our financial stakes in something more tangible for the time being until this shit, you know, kicks off and blows up. But yeah, I think we'll probably put a pin in it here. Go visit grandma before we get out of here. Do you have any parting words for the people?
Thanks for supporting.
Yeah, thank you guys for supporting.
I know this means a lot to Ev, and it feels really full circle to see something that Ev has talked about so much for such a long time come into fruition.
Finally,
and to
actually
see
starting to
that
do
there's
it, yeah.
people who are supporting him and who are commenting.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
It's very sweet, and I love to see it, and I can't wait to see more growth.
Me too. And thank you guys for all being here. If you made it to this point, comment like park, maybe like a little emoji. Dude, the squirrels here, they don't give a fuck, bro. The squirrels don't give a fuck.
If you made it this far, say city squirrels.
If you made it this far, city squirrels.
For life.
I don't know if there's an emoji for a squirrel. I think there's an acorn emoji. Drop an acorn emoji. Drop a tree emoji. Squirrel emoji if we have them. City squirrel if you made it this far. I appreciate you all. And this will be uploaded probably tomorrow on Tuesday, so keep your eyes peeled. I mean, I guess if you're already watching this, it'll already be out. But, you know, keep your eyes peeled. Later this week, we'll have another episode shooting for, like, weekend uploads. So we'll have this one early in the week, and then we'll have that one. But, yeah, thank you, Bubby. And thank you guys. And I will see you guys back home out in the wild somewhere back then. So until then, peace, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.